Okay, I'm not a video photographer, so I apologize ahead of time. Just gonna show you guys basically my little setup. Always keep everything I chop down in here. Still gotta process those guys a little bit smaller. I brought the extra solar panel since we don't have very many hours of sun. Hitch lock is on. Chains are locked. Fire extinguisher always comes out. Wheel lock, one on each side. I do often camp by myself, so certain safety measures I always do. The axe goes in at night, shovel goes in at night, anything that can be considered a weapon you put away. Deck. And we'll go in through here. So at night, the rocking chair comes in, sits right here. Pulled out the Mr. Buddy because I was expecting it to be a lot colder, and it's not, so I haven't used it. It's just me, so I only have the one cot out. I pull the pillow back, and that allows the front to work for the table. Charging up some stuff right now. Got the Wave 3. Love that thing. So let's see, we're pulling in 13.2, I believe. Yep, 13.2. We're at 95%. It's 3 100 amp hour batteries ran in parallel. Got the RCA 3.2. It's 1 amp hour running. Come over here. Kind of show you looking out. Got the kitchen. Water's simple, very simple. USB powered faucet. Drop your line in. Got an extra 5 gallons here. Drain. Make sure you drill a hole for your vent and you're good to go. And that's it. One press on, running water. One press off, you're good. Okay. Pretty basic again. This was somebody's bar that I repurposed. Tons of storage. Alright. So back here we have the bathroom and closet. So basically, closet. And extra tables, anything, for outside kind of goes behind the fridge. And then you got the bathroom portion, just your basic 5 gallon gray or black, 2.5 gallon fresh portable flush, extra propane, some more tools, more storage. This is the helmet cam, and then when we get to where we're going, helmets come out, bags go in. Underneath here, there's more storage. This is for everything outside, so the heaters come in here, the jacks, my extra locks, MC4 extension cords. If I'm going to be on electric, I put my regular extension cord in there and my adapters. That's pretty much it. As far as loading, we have tabs along the bottom here. They're extra tie downs. Coming into the garage area, this is folded, put against the wall. We have the in-ground or flush mount brackets for the ATV. It goes over the metal. Keep the floor protected. Everything is H2O waterproof as far as the flooring and the siding. The tiles are heat resistant, mold resistant from Lowe's. Picked up this little gem. It's just a scratch off So I've been to a lot more places than this, but the trailer itself, since I got it up and running this year, has only been to the 3 states. So we'll be marking off Idaho later this month, and then going into next year, we're planning a trip all the way around. So we'll end up in North Carolina, but we'll go and come 2 different directions so we can hit as many states as possible. But yeah. See, I got some of the lights charging right now, but there's 5 LED lights, 3 oscillating USB rechargeable fans, and 1 regular USB fan. I picked up this sucker. I'm gonna mess around with it later today. My fiance is going to be doing a drop bed here, and it'll lower to right at the gray line on the trim. Until he does that, when we do bring the air mattress and the quad, we raise the air mattress up on these ceiling supports and just keep it tied up, and that way we can still have the quad in here without having to make and unmake the bed every time. It'll be very nice once he actually gets the bed up. And then same thing with the solar rack. Eventually he'll put that up. We'll put 200 watts on the roof, and I'll keep 100 watts portable so that we can park where we want to and place the panel in the shade, in the sun. So yeah, we got Schmitty-Built 8.2 awning up there. Had to specialize the brackets, but that's okay. Works out great. Very difficult for one person. So I'm not putting it up. And then let's see, we got the tough stuff on this side, the 6.2 or 6.5. And that comes out about 2 feet past the end of the deck, so you got a nice kind of covered entry when you're coming up to the deck. I've had a fire, I've had that out. That's a lot easier to put out with one person. And then you just, put your fire over here and sit on the edge of the tailgate, and good times. This is a 7x14 V-nose. The V-nose is 2 feet. So technically it's a 16-foot long from center to rear with a 14-foot actual deck. Dual axle, 7K. Dry weight was just under 2,300. And unfortunately, I have not had her weighed with the quad, but we're barely at 3,000 without the quad. And I can tow up to, well, I can tow just a little bit more than 6,000, but I won't go over 5, just because I don't want to tax my vehicle. But it's an 07 Envoy Denali 5.3 liter V8 with the 4 high, 4 low, locking rear diffs, 302 horsepower. Thing's a beast in a very small package. I love it. And we got the ARB awning up here. If I ever did want a little bit more shade, if I have the car with me, that thing I can set up with one person, or one person can set it up in literally a couple of minutes. So that's the easiest and quickest shade solution. Yeah, got a great view. Very top of the mountain. You can see they've bermed off. This old logging road. And I mean, they really wanted to make sure nobody got past here. There's a whole canal blocking this sucker. I couldn't even get the quad past it. It's very hard to tell during the day, but at night, all of a sudden, all these little city lights pop up. You're like, wow. Now, I thought I was actually a little bit higher, but I'm at 3,290 feet. Give you a little walk around the site here. one way in, one way out. There's a good spot to turn around down there, so if somebody did happen to come up, you can see the trailer very clearly.